Hi, I'm Mallory Brooke, makeup artist and content creator here on YouTube, and today I am finally reviewing the Haus TRICLONE Skin Tech Foundation. When I say that I got a lot of requests for this review, I mean I got a lot of requests for this review. I have avoided buying anything Haus since the brand launched. It just didn't interest me, and I just kept getting more comments and DMs about you have to try the foundation, you have to try the foundation. And then this concealer launched, and you guys know I love concealers, so I gotta try the concealer, and I will link that video below if you didn't see my first impressions of the concealer. Blew my mind. One of my favorite concealers already of all time. So here we go. We're going to do a full review, wear test, outdoor natural light shots, end of the night shots. We're going to see how this foundation wears because it claims long wear, skin caring, all of the good things that should be in a foundation. As a Lady Gaga fan, it's one reason why I did avoid the brand, because I felt like, oh, here we go, another celebrity launching a brand. And I didn't want to be disappointed like I was with Ariana Grande's makeup brand. So I avoided the brand, and now I have to say the concealer blew my mind, so I'm excited to try this foundation today. I really think that the packaging is really super cool. It kind of reminds me of Hourglass a little bit, like the Hourglass H, but I just think it's really nice, and you know, that's very ergonomical. I like the shape of it. You have to shake this foundation up before you apply. It is $45 for 1 fluid ounce. It is supposed to have a natural finish. This is the Allure 2023 Clean Beauty winner, so that's really cool. It is supposed to have medium coverage. It also has fermented arnica in it, which is supposed to reduce redness. Now, I will use arnica gel and things for bruises or joint problems, things like that. And arnica tablets are great for pain relief if you don't want to take like a Tylenol or an ibuprofen. It's a really nice natural inflammation reducer. It has something called Intellizin 7 complex, which is a proprietary blend of medicinal herbs. And honestly, to me, that sounds like Breakout City. I could be wrong. I do have very sensitive skin. This is supposed to be great for sensitive skin. But when I hear like natural and herbs and essential oils, I go, oh, no, not for my skin, girl. But it's supposed to be really good for sensitive skin. It also has something called Bioferment 7 complex, which is their proprietary blend of super antioxidants, which is supposed to protect skin from stress, which I could use that all over my body, honestly. So I'm going to apply one side with a damp beauty blender and one side with my beloved foundation brush, which is the Gabby Rose Face Master brush. It's supposed to be a serum-like feel on the skin. It's not supposed to slip or cake. It's also supposed to smooth and blur. All right, I think we've shaken that up enough. I purchased the shade 160 Light Neutral. Now, I got matched at Sephora in Haus with their device. So this is supposed to be my perfect match, and honestly, I thought that it definitely looked like a really good match on my skin. So I went ahead and purchased the recommended shade 160. So let's see if this is truly my shade, or did it just look really good on one spot on my cheek. So let's see how nice the pump is smooth. Whoa, for some reason, backlit that looked really dark. All right, that is definitely serum-like. I am gonna go ahead and start applying on one side with my brush. Okay. To me, this looks like a really nice match right off the bat, because again, it was just like right on the side of my cheek. So that always looks different once you have it all over your face. And I had my mask on, so it was like kind of just a quick, like, let's see if this is the shade match for you. I think this is the shade match. 160 Light Neutral. And my Sephora in Little Rock just now got the full thing of Haus. It used to just be a little end cap, and now we have a full section, like a full aisle, which is really cool. And the lady who helped me, she was like, because I was like, I just thought, what I told you guys, I just thought this was another celebrity brand, yada, yada, yada. Big fan of Lady Gaga. Definitely a monster, you know? But I just didn't want to be disappointed. Anyway, so she goes, girl, let me tell you, I have to say I've been impressed by everything that I tried. She said the only thing that she wasn't a fan of was the pigments. So according to the lady at Sephora, it is a really good like line of makeup, and a lot of you have told me that. So all right, right off the bat, I think it looks really skin-like. I think this looks maybe a tad dark on me, but I would definitely say that this is medium coverage, like a true medium coverage. The finish is natural. I agree with that. So this side is applied with the Face Master, which seamlessly applies like every foundation I own. It's almost hard, makes it hard to review foundations because it applies so beautifully. So if a foundation does not apply beautifully with the Face Master, girl, I'm like, you must be really terrible. All right, I'm gonna shake this up again, get a good thumbnail. Everybody loves sliding their applicators on their faces. Thumbnail. All right, so we'll start from there, and I'm gonna go ahead and do what I like to do and apply it on the back of my hand. Take my damp sponge, and when I say damp, your beauty blender should not be like, oh, that's wet. It should be like, oh, is that like almost dry? That's the amount of dampness that you want. Okay, so we can see the coverage here. I get Dysport for my TMJ, and I have a bruise here. So let's see the coverage on that. Bruise there. Okay, yeah, see, I feel like that's true medium coverage. I like that the claim is true. I feel like I'm getting the same amount of coverage on both sides of my face. Beauty blender or your sponge, your makeup sponge, whatever brand you use. If it is like wet to the touch, it is going to absorb too much product and you are gonna have less coverage. You're gonna have like a touch less coverage using a damp sponge, but if you have the right amount of dampness, it really should not like eat up your product the way people like to make it out to be. I personally like a sponge for applying my foundations because I have dry skin and it just kind of traps a little extra moisture in there. I gotta be honest, I feel like my skin is looking a little texturized with this. However, my skin is really dry right now because it dropped down to 29 degrees last night and we're already battling dryness because of medication. So I'm not gonna be surprised if I see a lot of dryness through my forehead, and I definitely do. So, all right, both sides look like the same amount of coverage. It looks like true medium coverage. I feel like this might be a touch too dark for me, but we'll see how it settles. I like that there's no fragrance. I like that it applied really quickly, like I didn't have to work it into my skin. I like the packaging. I'm going to use the concealer and see what this looks like as a duo, which I'm hoping it looks really beautiful. I would say right off the bat, first impressions, this is not my favorite foundation ever, but we're gonna let this settle because sometimes once a foundation is settled, it can be beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back after a good 30 minutes and we will see how this settled down. Far away, I think it looks beautiful. I think it does have an actual natural finish. I like the coverage. It doesn't feel like I'm getting any irritation or tightening. I feel like it looks good far away, but when I take my mirror up close, I definitely see my dry skin, and you know, I wouldn't say that it blurs. You know, I feel like it gives you more life to the face, a little luminance than it actually blurs. So let's see how this settles on my face. I will be right back. All right, you guys, I am back. This foundation has settled on my skin and I don't feel like the shade is too dark now that I have had some time pass. I think that it ended up settling on my skin a little better than I thought it would, but still there's some struggle areas. So let me know if you guys notice them as well. But I definitely notice the dryness between my eyebrows, and I feel like it enhanced my pores a little around my mouth here. And I feel like I have a little bit of gathering around my mouth. So I'm not the happiest about that. But again, the only place I have powdered, we have not used primer or setting sprays. The only place I have powdered is underneath my eyes. So still love the Haus concealer, but the foundation I'm a little on the fence about. So let's go look at it in natural light. Now I do, because I know it's good for dry skin, but I do have extremely dry skin, especially right now. So it could be that. I don't know if it's working for my level of dry skin. So let's go out into natural daylight and see what this looks like. All right, you guys, we are in natural daylight. You find the sun here. Actually, it doesn't look that bad, does it? Some time has passed. It's almost 5. I don't know. I definitely am not getting the blurring aspect of this foundation at all. I feel like it almost enhanced the pores around my mouth, which is a problem area for me. But when I'm purchasing foundations, I look for foundations that are gonna kind of distract from my problem areas, just like everybody else. I'm 35, so I expect to see skin texture and pores, but I definitely don't like seeing this much. So let me know what you guys think. And just a reminder, this side is the brush side and this side is the sponge side. Here's direct sunlight. That always makes everything better, right? It looks great in direct sunlight. It looks better than studio lighting in direct sunlight. This is also not going to be a traditional foundation review of mine because I'm not working out, because I can't, because I am still very nauseous and having a lot of stomach issues from the low-dose chemo, so no working out. But I will see you guys at the end of the night to see what this looks like, and if it lasts through the rest of the workday, I have some editing to do and things like that. So I will see you guys in just a bit. All right, you guys, it is the end of the night, and I am here to update you on the Haus Labs TRICLONE foundation. I don't like it. Now again, I didn't work out. We all know why. All I did was finish my workday. It is currently 8 p.m. and ate dinner. And it's not like I feel like this didn't last. I feel like it just looks bad on my skin. I feel like it enhanced my pores. Oh, I got a little lipstick on my chin. Kind of wore off around my nose, which is strange. I don't think it's a good fit for me. Maybe my skin is just so extremely dry that it just doesn't work. But I know that a lot of people with dry skin love this foundation, so let me know if you're one of them. Let us know why you love it in the comments, because that's always super helpful. And really quickly, this is a quick reminder, the left side is where I applied the foundation with the sponge. Oh no, I'm so sorry. This is the brush side and this is the sponge side. And it just looks really cakey, like around my mouth here. It's just, yeah, it just caked up like here and here, which can be a dry area for me. Other than that, I liked it that it didn't have any fragrance. I didn't really necessarily feel like it felt lightweight. If anything, I feel like I have makeup on my face. Again, I didn't powder it down or anything like that. I only powdered the Haus Labs concealer, which I love. I think that that's a great concealer, but the foundation just didn't work for me. I really had some high hopes because so many people love it, but it's just not for me. So I think she's going back. I do think 160 was a good match and all that stuff. So I don't know, if you're in between an NC 15 and an NC 20, maybe 160 will work for you if you don't have extremely dry skin. Right now, all the medication is just drying me out a lot. So other than that, it just didn't do much for me. So let me know what your thoughts are on this foundation. I really wished it worked. Oh well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know what foundation you would like to see me review next. I do listen. Sometimes it just takes me longer than other times, but this one was a dud. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy my foundation reviews. It lets me know that you would like to continue to see more foundation reviews from me, and also subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you in this beautiful, wonderful, positive, and unfiltered community. All right. I'm gonna go wash my face. Good night, you guys.
All right.